Hello again, everyone. Welcome to this Saturday, facing Tipton, Holy Bull edition of Thoroughbred Action. Jason Blewett breaking out the seersucker. The never-ending summer here in South Florida. A lot of ground to cover. In fact, a dozen races on this Saturday edition of Thoroughbred Action. The Holy Bull, the Forward Gal, the Swale. A lot of top-class racing coming your way. And speaking of top class, here's Pete Aiello with a lot more.
12 races in total today. The highlighted race is the Phasing Tipton Holy Bull with beautiful weather conditions for horse racing. Temperatures in the mid-70s, a fast main track, and a firm turf course. First of the day over the firm turf course at a mile and a 16th. Maiden claimers in for $20,000. Tyler Gaffleone rides number 7 Muskoka Susie. Scratch the 15 Rolsa Star. A full field of 14 and a wide open betting race. Racing at Gulfstream. From between horses, that's Flash Proud Wild who gets the first call, but quickly up to take over. This is Lily's Heat, and from the 14 post, Lily's Heat has to march toward the top with Conquest Point right alongside. The two outside horses get over. Flash Proud Wild is away racing in third. Up on the outside, that's Twitch again who comes on to take fourth early, followed by the team of Catherine's Warrior, who's mid-flight at this stage, and Conquest Hard Cherry is to her inside. Then it's a length and a half back to an unhurried Muskoka Susie, working a length and a half in front of Not Interested. Following her goes Gracie's Dream ahead of Ali Ali. Then it's a gap of another length and a half. Lady Furbine under Luis Saez is third last. Second last is Olivia W. And the trailer is Kind-Hearted Coda. Down the backstretch they go. They went 23-3 for the opening quarter speed. Leparoux and Lily's Heat have the lead. Conquest Point is there second. Twitch again on the outside third. Catherine's Warrior is fourth. Rushamora now races from fifth. Then Flash Proud Wild and Conquest Hard Cherry. Racing on the far outside is Muskoka Susie, two better than Not Interested. Followed with a rail running Olivia's Dream, who starts to get interested, about 7 lengths off the lead. Lady Furbine's on her outside, 2 lengths in front of Ali Ali. Then Olivia W as they round the far turn. The leader is Lily's Heat, working harder. Conquest Point. Not Interested is interested, but no place to prove it. At the inside, and Catherine's Warrior is going to get first run on the leader. Lady Furbine and Olivia W trying to run on from the back after 3 quarters. In 1:14-1, they're at the top of the stretch. Lily's Heat turns first with the lead. Catherine's Warrior to the attack now second. Not Interested, still trying to find some place to go from third with 1/8 of a mile left. It's Lily's Heat in front. Catherine's Warrior takes a run down the center. Rushamora lifting late. Not Interested at the rail. 4 chances. Lily's Heat. Catherine's Warrior surging. It's Catherine's Warrior and Rushamora in a photo finish. Rushamora surged at Catherine's Warrior. It's an upset either way in 1:45-3. We start the day with a big upset as number 12, Catherine's Warrior, gets the job done at 25-1. Edging out another 25-1 bomber and 11 Rushamora. At 14, Lily's Heat, the lukewarm choice. She was part of the race the whole way but had to settle for third. To the second race now, the start of the early pick 4 at 6 furlongs. Claimers in for $6,250. Rider change on 1, Diamond Majesty. Make it Julien Leparoux. The favorite was the 2, Jaxa Warrior. And they're off. Level beginning. Golden Cantharos wins the break, but here's Jaxa Warrior fired up to take the lead. Moving out the rail, Diamond Majesty comes away third while taken in hand. Back to Copper Vessel and French Accent ahead of Cyber Josh, and Mass Approval is last. They make their way to the half-mile point at even money. Jaxa Warrior gets clear. Leads the way by a length and a half. Golden Cantharos on the chase from second. 2 back to Diamond Majesty, who tracks the leaders while third, ahead of French Accent, who tries to get a rally going while fourth. Copper Vessel is fifth, then Cyber Josh and Mass Approval. 22-2 for an opening quarter speed. Less than 3 furlongs to go. With the advantage, it's Jaxa Warrior on top by 2.5. Golden Cantharos, the nearest pursuer, second. Back to third and Diamond Majesty at the inside in French Accent from fourth with a 1/4 of a mile left to go. Jaxa Warrior comes off the turn through a 45-second half mile. Confidently handled and 3 on top. Golden Cantharos is second. French Accent toward the inside third. Back to fourth and Diamond Majesty with 1/8 to go. Jaxa Warrior responding with a 2.5 length lead. Golden Cantharos trying to make ground late. Jaxa Warrior in front. Golden Cantharos lunging at him on the outside. It's Jaxa Warrior hanging on. Golden Cantharos second, French Accent third, and Diamond Majesty in 1:10-3. Favorite takes care of business to start today's early pick 4 is number 2, Jaxa Warrior. Wins right back for the new connections. Gotta love the name of the owners, Gate to Wire Racing. Appropriate here as Jaxa Warrior went gate to wire with Marcus Vitale calling the training shots and Irad Ortiz Jr. with the winning ride. Second, number 4, Golden Cantharos, ahead of number 3, French Accent, who ran third. We'll be right back.
The best chance for success begins with a solid foundation. At Hardacre Farm, early personal one-on-one care starts the journey to becoming a champion. Bred to leading stallions, our mares represent the highest standards. Hardacre Farm's signature in the breeding industry. Based in Ocala, Florida, breeder and owner Amy Tarrant has inspired excellence throughout her entire career. In your quest for success, start with Hardacre Farm, breeding the champions of tomorrow.
Back now for the third race of the afternoon at a mile and a 16th over the turf. Claimers in for $16,000. Scratch the 1, 2, 8, and 11. Tyler Gaffleone on 5. Thanks, Mom. With the late scratch of Boggalator, the 4, Sapphire Jubilee, was the even money favorite. And they're off. Level beginning. Far outside, Arabella Bella, one of the first to begin from between horses. Here's Lovely Sunset moving up to take the lead. On her outside goes Maddie Salsa to take second, and tucking in third is Thanks Mom. Back to fourth, Arabella Bella, then the favorite Sapphire Jubilee, who's a neck better than SS Illuminati, and at the back of the field is Auntie Mary. They charge to the first turn, chasing Lovely Sunset and Amisael Jaramillo. They lead the way by almost 2. Up on the outside, that's Maddie Salsa still second. Thanks Mom is still third. At the inside, that's the big favorite, Sapphire Jubilee, unhurried at this stage with Arabella Bella parked on her outside. SS Illuminati is second last. Auntie Mary is last, behind a 24-1 opening quarter time. 7-2 second choice. Lovely Sunset down the backstretch with a length to work with. Maddie Salsa second. Thanks Mom third. Back to fourth and Arabella Bella. Fifth is Sapphire Jubilee. She's trying to figure out what she wants to do under Jose Ortiz. Ahead of SS Illuminati and Auntie Mary last. 50 seconds for the opening half mile. There's half a mile left to run in the race, and the advantage still belongs to Lovely Sunset. Creeping a bit closer second, that is Maddie Salsa. Third at the inside, and Thanks Mom. 3 wide. There goes the bid from Sapphire Jubilee, trying to get around Arabella Bella. SS Illuminati is next, and at the back is still Auntie Mary as they round the far turn. Less than 3/8 to go. Lovely Sunset only a neck on top. Thanks Mom needs racing room. Maddie Salsa's within a neck of the leader. Arabella Bella 3 wide. Sapphire Jubilee 4 wide, and they wheel in. Lovely Sunset still has the lead. Maddie Salsa to the attack now. Second, Arabella Bella and Sapphire Jubilee down the stand side. Sapphire Jubilee picking up her feet now. She's on the outside of Arabella Bella. They blow by Lovely Sunset. Sapphire Jubilee in front. Second, Arabella Bella. Third was Lovely Sunset in 1:44.3. Number 1, Boggalator scratched very late in the game, and that gave all the credit and all the accolade to number 4, Sapphire Jubilee, and she did not disappoint as she gets the job done down the center under Jose Ortiz for Mike Maker and owners Quaddy and Reed. Second, number 10, Arabella Bella, and third was number 6, Lovely Sunset. We move now to the fourth race of the day at a mile and a 16th over the turf. Claimers in for a price tag of $16,000. Scratch the 12 and 13. The favorite was the classy veteran, Montclair. And they're off. From the center, Diplomatic Shaft ridden hard for the lead with Osby right alongside early. Up on the outside, Remember the Main looking for forward position. Give to UK Cats is at the rail. The big favorite, Montclair, is in the 2-path between horses and a bit tight as they hit that first turn run. Then it's a length and a half back to the fence goes Louis Vale. Behind Louis Vale is Nihilator ahead of Rompin' Reed. Out wide on the course is the Gray Piloting with Immunity between horses, separated by 9 lengths as they chase Diplomatic Shaft. Diplomatic Shaft into the backstretch with the advantage. In the 2-path, it's Osby second, 3 wide, and on the outside, Congruity is now third. Give to UK Cats behind the speed fourth, working ahead of Remember the Main. Then the big favorite, Montclair. Length and a half back to Louis Vale, who races ahead of Piloting. Nihilator's at the fence. 2 back to Immunity, and now Rompin' Reed is last of the 11 as they go to the half-mile point. With the advantage, it's still Diplomatic Shaft at a huge price through a 48-2 half mile. Piloting the gray with the black cap and the pink silks, making a wide rush all the way up into third. At the railing, Give to UK Cats. Congruity is between horses. Montclair has watched this move and now starts to launch an attack himself. He's about 4 lengths off the lead. Immunity's on his outside. Then Remember the Main ahead of Rompin' Reed and Nihilator as they run to the top of the stretch. Less than 5/16 to go. Diplomatic Shaft has the lead. Give to UK Cats. Loose and charging. He'll have left Montclair to deal with, who looks for a racing room toward the inside. And now Rompin' Reed is underway, and they're at the top of the stretch. 3/4, 1:12 and 3. There's an eighth of a mile to go. Give to UK Cats has the lead. He's got Montclair on his back. Montclair surging it. Give to UK Cats. Give to UK Cats. Digs in. Montclair pressing past. Montclair is in time. Give to UK Cats with the game run second. Rompin' Reed is third. Diplomatic Shaft ran fourth.
Tight finish to today's fourth race, but the cream rises to the top as the classy horses run 1-2, with 6 Montclair getting a hard-fought decision under Paco Lopez for Jason Service and Mr. Amore Stable. Second, number 2, Give to UK Cats off a perfect trip ahead of the 4 Rompin' Reed, who ran home for a slice. He got third. To the fifth race now, the start of the middle pick 4, 6 furlongs over the main track. 3-year-old fillies of the Maiden special weight variety. The field of 9 went to the gate. The favorite was the 9, Palomita.
And they're off. Last in, first out, Palomita, very quick to begin and leads the way a half a length. Here's Violencia moving to challenge from second. Away in third is Mescalita. Then comes New Rules, who's down toward the inside fourth. Followed fifth by Sweet Addison, 2 lengths better. Then an improving Sweeter Than Wine with You Can Look next. Out the back door early are Who's to Blame, and at the back of the field, Stroll with Becca. Past the half mile and moving to the far turn, Violencia with the neck on top. Up on the outside, that's Palomita still second, Mescalita third. At the inside, and New Rules while fourth. A gap of another 5 to Who's to Blame, working 2 better than Sweet Addison, then Sweeter Than Wine. A gap of another 4 lengths to the trailers. You Can Look and Stroll with Becca. That's the 9 of them with a quarter of a mile left to go. Violencia still has a narrow lead. Palomita on the outside tries to get to her second. 3 back to New Rules, who's at the rail third. Sweeter Than Wine trying to run on with Sweet Addison, and they wheel in. Jose Ortiz and Violencia with something in the tank here. They lead by 2.5 over Palomita, who's an all-in second. New Rules is back to third, well clear of the others. As they come to the wire, it's the daughter of violence. It's Violencia to win it, and it win it with ease. She won by 5. Palomita second, New Rules third, Sweet Addison finished fourth.
Good run from number 9, Palomita, but a better run from number 3, Violencia, who wins easy in her career debut under jockey Jose Ortiz, who gets his second winner today. This one for Rodolphe Brisset and Ken Dontworth, Rick Howard, and Rags Racing Stable. 9, Palomita second, 4, New Rules ran third. We move now to race number 6 of the afternoon, the start of another pick 3, a mile and a 16th over the turf, West Point Thoroughbreds race of the day. Scratch 1, 10, and 11. Rider change on 2. Passport to Chaos to Nick Juarez. A field of 8. Favorites included 7 X-Prompt and 8 Too Much Data.
And they're off. Blakey away well from an outside gate toward the inside. The Green Moster moves to challenge in between that duo. Here's the favorite, Too Much Data, offensive-minded. He wants forward position with Ambassador Jim and Passport to Chaos. Out wide is Colonel Moorhead, widest of all, but trying to change that is Tyler Gaffleone on X-Prompt. He reins him back to run second last and save some ground. At the back of the field is King of Spades as they make the charge to the first turn. Up front and coming away with that early lead, it's the Green Moster, tackled and passed outside by Blakey, who lands on top. Colonel Moorhead now moves to be second, the Green Moster third. Too Much Data fourth, and down toward the inside fifth goes Ambassador Jim. A length and a half to X-Prompt. He's very keen. He's about 5 lengths off the lead in the red colors, and down at his inside is Passport to Chaos. Unhurried at this stage is King of Spades, last of all, behind an opening quarter in 23 and 3. Down the backstretch they go, less than 5 furlongs to run, and with the advantage it's Blakey and Luis Saez, 3 parts better than Colonel Moorhead. 2 long shots up front. Third is the Green Moster. Fourth in the 2 path is Too Much Data. Ambassador Jim is in tight toward the rail. Passport to Chaos is between horses for Juarez. Out 3 wide and X-Prompt, and 3 to the trailer, King of Spades. They leave the backstretch and move on to the far turn. The pace starts to quicken. With the advantage, it's Blakey up alongside Colonel Moorhead. Too Much Data is third. The Green Moster's with him. 3 wide. X-Prompt throws his hat into the ring, and that'll box Too Much Data right in here as they run for the top of the stretch. 3/4, 1:14 and 1, and they turn in. X-Prompt over the top toward the rail. The Green Moster in front is Blakey. Down the center and coming on late is King of Spades, and Ambassador Jim got through somehow. Here's Ambassador Jim, Too Much Data, Passport to Chaos to the wire. Ambassador Jim will win it. Up second is King of Spades. Up third is Passport to Chaos, then X-Prompt.
Nice job of getting the favorite boxed in by Tyler Gaffalione on X-Prompt. Unfortunately for him, he didn't have the kick to go on with it, but that was good news for Paco Lopez as Ambassador Jim found room and kicked on for the score for Joe Orsino and Patricia Generazio. 4 King of Spades goes last to second, ahead of the 2 Passport to Chaos, who ran third. Time for another commercial break. The Rainbow Six sequence comes your way right after this.
And Gulfstream is pulling away. Gulfstream blows them away with an eye-opening performance. Awesome again has won. Gulfstream kicking clear. Judy the Beauty.
Back now for race number 7 on the program. Start of today's Rainbow Six. Maidens of the special weight variety. These were 3-year-olds. A star-studded cast here. Scratch the 4 Decider, 9 to the gate. The favorites included 8 Haunt and 2 Final Say.
And they're off. Good start from between horses for Who's in Charge. He's in charge and moves to a clear lead from Fortune's Fool away in second and Brother Aaron out of there third. At the inside, Final Say trying to keep rail position with Where Paradise Lay working between horses. Then back to Haunt and Lunar Illusion. Out the back early, Mass Appeal and Super Monster. They make their way to the half-mile point at a big price. It's Who's in Charge and Jaramillo who continue to lead by 3. Second is Fortune's Fool at the inside and Where Paradise Lay third. Back to fourth and Brother Aaron racing ahead of Lunar Illusion and Haunt. The favorite Final Say has dropped an awful long way behind. Super Monster's on his outside and Mass Appeal is last. Less than 5/16 to go. They went the opening quarter in 22 seconds flat. Up front, Who's in Charge remains in charge. He leads by 3. Fortune's Fool is close enough and trying to get to him while second. Irad Ortiz Jr. looking over his shoulder while the leader remains 3 on top. Into the drive, it's Who's in Charge on top. Here's Fortune's Fool. Let loose on the outside. Back to third Where Paradise Lay. Final 16th of a mile. Who's in Charge still there, but not for very much longer, it appears, as Fortune's Fool is surging, but Who's in Charge has something in the tank, and Who's in Charge turned him away. Who's in Charge went gate to wire and won it half a length as Fortune's Fool ran out of racetrack. He was second. Down at the inside Where Paradise Lay closed good ground and won 10-2.
Upset winner to start the Rainbow Six. Number 6, Who's in Charge, was in charge the entire journey, prevailing in a game stretch drive and proving his morning works were definitely legit as Misael Jaramillo rode the son of Take Charge Indy for Midwest Thoroughbreds and Armando de la Cerda. Number 10, Fortune's Fool, won for the list. He ran deceptively well second, ahead of number 3, Where Paradise Lay third. 7th race should prove to be a live contest when they come back. We move now to the 8th race of the day, the start of the late pick 5, 8th race at 1 mile over the main track. Claimers in for $6,250. Scratch the 9 and 13. All the money for 4, Mr. Chaplin.
And they're off. Level beginning. The gray Mr. Chaplin is being sent for position, and Candy Max moves to challenge. Far outside, it goes to the post, won't be far away, and Don Figure wants to mix it up in the run out of the chute. Widest of all is Captain Bobber. Those 4 go quicker than Mr. Chaplin, then Cape Marco Drive. Back between horses, Dreamin' of the Wild. Then next, it's Dixie Mambo with America's Samard. Out wide, Irish Letters and Cape Marco Drive. Now widest of all, that's a length and a half to Interlaken, and then Grand Red is at the back of the group through the opening quarter mile in just 24 and 3. Up front, Rainier Arrieta puts Don Fager on the engine and leads the way by 2. Second is Captain Bobber from between horses, Mr. Chaplin. Then back at the inside, it's Candy Max, racing a length and a half in front of Dixie Mambo and America's Samard. Out wide on the course as it goes to the post with Cape Marco Drive. Then from between horses, that's Dreamin' of the Wild. The Ghost of the Post is plummeting to the back of the field as Grand Red gets started as they round the far turn. 47 and 3 for an opening half mile. They've reeled in Don Fager as Mr. Chaplin and Tyler Gaffalione bid up to take the lead. Up on the outside, and Dixie Mambo trying to run on with Candy Max. Wide on the course is Cape Marco Drive. From the back, Interlaken weaving through horses in the black as they run for home. 3/4, 112 and 3. They have Mr. Chaplin to get. Mr. Chaplin on top by 5.5. Down the center, Interlaken. Grand Red is next with Dixie Mambo, but Mr. Chaplin pouring it on. Mr. Chaplin is 9-5, and he's long gone. Mr. Chaplin in an easy win. He won by 7 or 8. Second is Interlaken. It's close for third. That goes to Grand Red over Dixie Mambo, then Candy Max.
15-1 on the morning line. That was pure hogwash here as number 4, Mr. Chaplin, sent off at 9-5 and humbles the competition under jockey Tyler Gaffleone for Jorge Delgado in the Strike stable. Not often a son of Tappet available for 62.5, but that's the case with Mr. Chaplin, ahead of number 6, Interlaken, who was second, and the 1, Grand Red, who ran third. We move now to the 9th race of the afternoon, and we start the stakes action to get the Elite Pick 4 underway. Race 9 was the Forward Gal at 7 furlongs. 3-year-old fillies race for $150,000 in guaranteed purse money. Heavily favored number 4, Feedback.
Racing in the Forward Gal Stakes. Bye Bye Jay, one of the first to break the line. Jeltrin has speed, but here's the heavy favorite Feedback moving up, and Feedback's going to put a neck on top. Fashion Faux Pas moves to her from the inside. These two now heads apart. Brunette Princess is third. Bye Bye Jay fourth, from Fron fifth on the outside, a length and a half in front of Jeltrin. Then from between horses goes Horologist ahead of Champagne Anyone, and it's a gap of 5 to the trailer, Hollywood Glory. They speed to the half-mile point, and up front, Fashion Faux Pas clears off the lead by a length. Feedback is racing from second, Brunette Princess third. Bye Bye Jay will be wide on the far turn while fourth, and then down inside Champagne Anyone. Inside lane for her under Landeros, only 4 lengths off the lead. Followed by Frond and Jeltrin, then to the inside Horologist, and catching the pack is Hollywood Glory. Around the far turn they go. They went 45-1 for the opening half mile. Feedback now has the lead by a half a length. Bye Bye Jay launching an attack on the outside second. 3 back to Champagne Anyone. Fashion Faux Pas did not go on, and there's a quarter of a mile left to go. Feedback has the lead. Bye Bye Jay up on the outside tries to challenge from second. Down the center and Jeltrin up the inside and Champagne Anyone. 1/8 of a mile to go. Irad Ortiz Jr. pleading for more from Feedback. She still has the lead. Bye Bye Jay takes another run on the outside. They come to the wire. It's still Feedback in front, and Feedback guts it out. Feedback turned away Bye Bye Jay with Champagne Anyone and Jeltrin in 123-2.
Prior to the race, the feedback from Chad Brown was that his Daughter of Violence was not exactly cranked up for this race. So how good was she? She wasn't cranked up, but she won anyway and did it off the layoff. Under jockey Irad Ortiz Jr., they're quite high on Feedback. She's headed toward the Kentucky Oaks if they can get there. Certainly a good stepping stone here today. Clarovich Stables, the winning owners. We move now to the 10th race of the afternoon, the Grade 3 Swale Stakes, $150,000 in guaranteed purse money, 3-year-olds at 7 furlongs. Rider change on 10, Hard Bell to Andres Ulloa. Favorites included 4, High Crime, and 5, Call Paul.
And they're off in the Swale. The favorite Call Paul was maybe a step slower than the others as Country Singer was away well from his outside draw, and he fires to a clear lead. Up into second, that's High Crime, and away in third is Zenden. Down at the inside, Frosted Grace takes over fourth ahead of Hard Bell, then Take Command. In and amongst rivals is Call Paul, working a length ahead of Topper T. Then comes Chinamato, driven in the early stages. Outside in Seismic Jolt, far back in the early run today. And then it's even farther back, maybe 7 or 8, to Jackson, who's an awful long way behind with a half a mile left to go. Country Singer went through the opening quarter in 21-3 and leads the way by a length. High Crime second, Frosted Grace is third. Up on the outside, Zenden 3 wide and on a move. Here's Call Paul, warming to the task in the pink cap, about 3.5 lengths off the lead. Then back to Topper T, 2 better than Seismic Jolt ahead of Take Command. Hard Bell struggling, so is Chinamato. Jackson's played no part in this with a quarter of a mile left to go. Country Singer confronted by High Crime, who's now up for a narrow lead. Zenden on his outside, widest of all Call Paul. Frosted Grace tries to split horses and spring an upset with 3/16 to go in the Swale. Here's Call Paul, unleashed down the center with 1/8 of a mile to go, and he takes the lead. Zenden tries to hang with him second, then High Crime. Late run from Topper T with Frosted Grace, but at the 16th pole, Call Paul is clear to the wire, and Call Paul wins the Swale. Second Zenden, third Topper T, fourth High Crime, then Frosted Grace and Seismic Jolt in 123-2.
Number 5, Call Paul, lives up to the hype as he gets the job done as the public pick in the Swale Stakes, making a sustained move from the back of the field, getting up to win it under Irad Ortiz Jr. for Jason Service, who continues to have an outstanding winter here at Gulfstream Park. Call Paul is owned in partnership by Michael Dubb, David Simon, Bethlehem Stable, and Bruce Iram. Second, number 9, Zenden, ahead of number 3, Topper T. The Iowa bred ended up third. Time for a commercial break. The feature race, the Holy Bull, is right after this.
Whether you're at home or at the track. Have a stake in the race when you bet with ExpressBet. Sign up for an ExpressBet online betting account and receive up to a $500 sign-up bonus.
We're back now for race number 11 on the program. There's a look at some of the horses for today's feature race. It was the Grade 2 $350,000 Holy Bull Stakes on the road to the Florida Derby. First finish line in use at a mile and a 16th. Scratch the 10, Going for Gold. Heavily favored, the undefeated son of Into Mischief. Number 8, Maximus Mischief.
And they're off in the Fasig-Tipton Holy Bull. It was an excellent beginning for Maximus Mischief, who's heading off for the early lead, but down at the inside, Epic Dreamer is on the offensive early, and Epic Dreamer flies away to a length and a half lead. Up on the outside, Maximus Mischief gets the second spot early with Mijos away in third. Come On Jerry on the outside fourth, followed by Everfast, who's toward the rail fifth. Federal Case is between horses ahead of Gladiator King. Garter and Tie is eighth, and ninth and last is Harvey Wallbanger. The opening quarter was 23 seconds flat as they roll into the backstretch. Epic Dreamer and Irad Ortiz Jr. on top by 2. Brother Jose aboard Maximus Mischief races from second. Everfast at the inside third. 3 wide and Come On Jerry. Mijos is in a precarious spot under Johnny V, trying to secure some racing room while in tight. Federal Case is on his outside. Back to Gladiator King out in the center of the course, third last. Second last is Garter and Tie, and Harvey Wallbanger is last. They move to the opening half mile in 46 and 3, and they swing now to the far turn. Up front, it's still Epic Dreamer on top by a length and a half. Maximus Mischief creeps a bit closer second, but he's given more rein to do it. Back to third in Federal Case, then Everfast. Mijos has got a lot of ground to make up. He just got passed by Harvey Wallbanger, then Garter and Tie. Out the back door are Gladiator King and Come On Jerry as they run to the top of the stretch. It's the Ortiz brothers putting on a show so far. Irad Ortiz and an Epic Dreamer have the lead over Jose Ortiz and Maximus Mischief, who's up on the outside second. Harvey Wallbanger got a ground-saving trip. He has the short stretch to work with, but he's under a full head of steam now. Still many chances with less than an eighth to go. Maximus Mischief, Epic Dreamer, Harvey Wallbanger continues to close. Here's Harvey Wallbanger and Epic Fast. It's Harvey Wallbanger! Harvey Wallbanger, the thoroughbred variety, wins the Holy Bull in 143 and 3 at 25 to 1.
A fast pace in the Holy Bull set it up for somebody from behind, and the horse from behind was number 5, Harvey Wallbanger. Named after the cocktail, he gets the job done under jockey Brian Hernandez Jr., for trainer Ken McPeak, and owners Paul Braverman, Niehawk Stable, Scott Ackman, AWC Stable, and Harold Lerner. Congratulations to the son of congrats, Harvey Wallbanger. Second, number 4, Everfast, and third was number 8, Maximus Mischief. We move now to race number 12 of the afternoon, 12th race at 6 furlongs over the main track. Maidens of the 3-year-old variety. These were special weight runners. Scratch number 3, Sky Solo. A field of 10. Off-time favorite was number 1, Honest Mischief.
And runners away. Last into stride, Double Rocks. First into stride, Island Song, who's heading off for the early lead. Compounded Centaur to challenge. Away in third is Newcomer. Down at the inside, an Honest Mischief from fourth, followed fifth by Uncle Gemmo, then Soldado. It's 3 lengths back to Beau Lumiere with Shanghai Superfly and Geminetti. And out the back door early, the trailer after a subpar getaway is... at the back of the field goes Double Rocks. A swing to the turn, 22 and 2 for a quarter speed. Compounded on the inside, Island Song on the outside. Here's the favorite, Honest Mischief, 3 wide and on the move while third. These 3 have gone well clear of the others, led by a running on Soldado to the outside of Newcomer, who calls it a day. Rest are too far back, led by Uncle Gemmo as they run to the top of the stretch. With a nice sweeping move, Honest Mischief has the lead, but Soldado under a full head of steam, and he'll give him a challenge through a 45 and 1/2 mile. They're in the stretch with the advantage. Honest Mischief with the momentum. Soldado, these 2 kick on past the 8th pole. Soldado up for a short lead. Honest Mischief tries to stay on his kicking gamely. They're moving well clear of the others, but Soldado with a blitz at the top of the stretch. He'll go on to win it by 2 in the end. Honest Mischief was second. Island Song was third, and then it was Newcomer in 110 flat.
Folks, I'm going to give you a mortal cinch the next time this horse runs. You can bet all you want on number 1, Honest Mischief. It's a Gulfstream Park Thoroughbred Action exclusive. He ran super into feet, take nothing away from the winner, Soldado. Soldado under a very nice ride from jockey Luis Saez. He made that big sweeping move around the far turn, caught the favorite off guard, and powered home for the score. The son of Verrazano, a winner for Todd Pletcher and A1A Racing. Number 1, Honest Mischief, with a good move into the far turn. He ended up second while well clear of the others. And the 13, Island Song, who himself ran a great race, ended up third. We did have multiple winning tickets in the Rainbow Six. Rainbow Six will have a carryover of more than $1 million when racing resumes tomorrow at 12 noon.
Well, that'll do it today. Congratulations to all the winners. Big money up for grabs here tomorrow afternoon as we flip the page to Sunday, February 3rd, the day of the big game. We've got another 12-race card anchored by the Grade 3 Swedish Chant on the turf for 3-year-old fillies. Happy handicapping, best of luck, and I'll see you next time right here on Thoroughbred Action.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.